Hello everyone. Myself, lecturer Miss Aditi Anil Kushare, Master of Pharmacy in Quality Assurance Techniques from Kekewag Institute of Pharmacy, Chandori, Nasik. Today we are going to discuss about the topic posology, that is factors influencing on dose of drug from pharmaceutics too. The topics to be covered from these chapters are as follows: Introduction to posology in the dose and dosage of drugs and factors influencing dose of drug. Introduction to posology. Posology is derived from the Greek words posos, means how much, and logos means science. Posology is a branch of medical science which deals with the dose or quantity of drugs which can be administered to a patient to get the desired pharmacological action. The dose of a drug cannot be fixed rigidly because various factors are responsible, that is, age, sex, severity of the disease, etc. The official doses in pharmacopoeia represent the average range of quantity suitable for adults, which is administered orally within 24 hours. When other routes of administration are followed, the relevant appropriate dose is given. The factors influencing on dose of a drug. There are total 16 factors which influence the dose of drugs, which are: first one, age, sex, body weight, route of administration, time of administration, environmental factor, emotional factor, presence of disease, accumulation, additive effect, synergism, antagonism, idiosyncrasy, tolerance, tachyphylaxis, and metabolic disturbance. So we will discuss each factor in detail. So first one, factor influencing on dose, that is first one is age. The pharmacokinetics of many drugs changes with age. Newborn infants, that is pediatric, are abnormally sensitive to certain drugs because of the immature state of their hepatic and renal function, by which drugs are inactivated and eliminated from the body. Failure to detoxify and eliminate drugs results in their accumulation in the tissues to a toxic level, whereas elderly patients are more sensitive to some drug effect, for example hypnotics, which may produce confusion state in them. Second factor which influencing the dose of drug, that is sex. Women do not always respond to the action of drug in the same manner as it done in men. Special care should be taken when the drugs are administered during menstruation, pregnancy, and lactation. The strong purgative, for an example aloes, should be avoided during menstruation. Similarly, the drugs which may stimulate the uterine smooth muscles, for an example drastic purgative, antimalarial drugs, ergot alkaloids, are contraindicated during pregnancy. Alcohol, barbiturate, narcotic drugs acts on fetus through placenta. During lactation, morphine, tetracycline avoided because its effect on babies. Next factor which influencing the dose, that is a body weight. The average dose is mentioned either in terms of milligram per kg body weight. Another technique used as a total single for an adult weighing between 50 to 100 kg. However, the dose expressed in this fashion may not apply in case of obese patients, children, and malnourished patients. It should be calculated according to body weight. Next factor is the route of administration. IV, that is intravenous doses of a drug, are usually smaller than the oral doses because intravenous route, this might enhance the chances of drug toxicity. The effectiveness of drug formulation is generally controlled by the route of administration. Next factor is the time of administration. The presence of food in the stomach, it delays the absorption of a drug and it rapidly absorbs from the empty stomach. But it does not mean that much effective when taken during or after meal. Iron, arsenic and cod liver oil, it should be given after meal, and antacid drugs taken before meal. Next factor is the environmental factors. The personality and the behavior of a physician, it may influence the effect of a drug, especially the drugs which are intended for use in a psychosomatic disorders. The females are more emotional than the male and it required less dose of a certain drugs. Inert dosage forms called placebos, which resemble the actual medicament in the physical properties, are known to produce the therapeutic benefit in disease like angina pectoris and bronchial asthma. Next factor is the presence of disease. Drugs like barbiturates and chlorpromazine, it may produce unusually prolonged effect in a patient having liver cirrhosis, such as streptomycin produce toxic effect on this patient. Their kidney function is not working properly because streptomycin excreted through kidney. Next factor is accumulation. Some drugs produces the toxic effect if it is repeatedly administered for a long time. For an example, digitalis, emetin, heavy metals, because these drugs excreted slowly. This occurs due to accumulative effect of the drug. Additive effect. When two or more drugs administered together is equivalent to sum of their individual pharmacological action, the phenomenon is called as additive effect. For an example, ephedrine and aminophylline in the treatment of bronchial asthma. Synergism. When desired therapeutic result needed is difficult to achieve with the single drug, at that time two or more drugs are used in the combination form for increasing their action. This phenomenon is called synergism. For an example, procaine and adrenaline combination increase the duration of action of procaine. Next one is antagonism. When the action of one drug is opposed by the other drug on the same physiological system is known as drug antagonism. The use of antagonistic response to drugs is valuable in the treatment of poisoning. For an example, milk of magnesia is given in acid poisoning, where alkaline effect of milk of magnesia, it neutralizes the effect of acid poisoning. When adrenaline and acetylcholine are given together, they neutralize the effect of each other due to antagonism, because adrenaline is vasoconstrictor and acetylcholine is a vasodilator. Idiosyncrasy. Idiosyncrasy is also called as allergy, an extraordinary response to a drug which is different from its characteristic pharmacological action is called idiosyncrasy. For an example, the small quantity of aspirin may cause the gastric hemorrhage. next example is some persons are sensitive to penicillin and sulfonamide because they produce severe toxic effect. Next factor is a tolerance. When an unusually large dose of a drug is required to elicit an effect ordinarily produced by the normal therapeutic dose of the drug, the phenomenon is called as a drug tolerance. For an example, smokers can tolerate the nicotine. Alcoholic can tolerate the large quantity of alcohol. The drug tolerance is of two types: true tolerance and a pseudo tolerance. First one, that is the true tolerance, which is produced by oral and parenteral administration of the drug. The pseudo tolerance, which is produced only to the oral route of administration. Next factor is a tachyphylaxis. When some drugs administered repeatedly at short intervals, the cell receptors get blocked up and pharmacological response to that drug decreased. The decreased response cannot be reversed by increasing the dose. This phenomenon is called tachyphylaxis or acute tolerance. For an example, ephedrine given repeated dose at short intervals in the treatment of bronchial asthma, it may produce very less response due to tachyphylaxis. Metabolic disturbance. Changes in water electrolyte balance and acid-base balance, body temperature and other physiological factor, it may modify the effect of drug. For an example, salicylates reduce body temperature only in case an individual has rise in body temperature. They have no antipyretic effect if the body temperature is a normal. Next, what we learned from this chapter, posology, the learning outcomes from this topic and this presentation are: what is posology, the factors influencing the dose of a drug. Thank you.